Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Well, I'm a little miffed right now. Not at the project I'm working on. As you can see, I'm tearing a whole bunch of stuff apart to replace all this. So go watch that video. This is for the problem with my 98 GMC starting, or rather not starting, because of the security wire stuff. But while in the midst of doing this and tearing this apart, I full on admit I told the guy, when I had a backup camera and a radio put in from Big Lots or Best Buy. Honestly, I can't remember the name of it. I will put the name below, but it'll also be in the description of this video anyway. What miffs me is I said, okay, I did not want this on my dash, okay? So I admit, I didn't want it up there. I didn't want it permanently mounted up there, and those stick-on things don't ever work very well, and I didn't want it up in my glass. Quite honestly, in my state, if you have stuff on your dash or even hanging from your mirror, including your handicap permit, they can actually ticket you for having that in your field of view. If you were to get into a wreck or something like that, that's just something else they would pile on top of whatever problems you were already having. But beyond that point, as we were doing this, they brought this wire up through here, which involved them pulling this off right here. Well, in the midst of doing that, they broke all the tabs off here. And then after I said, okay, I want a couple small screws to hold this right there. You can see those two little holes. So this sits right here. So when I'm sitting in my seat, I can look down between my, down here and look at my backup camera. Which, if I haven't said already, that's what that is. It's a backup camera. So it hangs down right here, and they use that other weird stick-on thing to mount it, and then put a couple of wood screws in the dash. And I said that was okay. But what they did, because they broke all this, because they were bringing this through here, they broke every single one of those tabs. They put a big old screw right there, down there, and right there. Now, I'm assuming this piece is probably impossible to find, and even if I do, it's going to be super expensive. We're going to find out, because I'm going to be going back there probably and seeing about having them buy me a new piece. And what they should have done is brought this wire right here. Let's see. Okay, it won't unplug from there, but I'm assuming they had to shove it through there somehow, and probably not through. It looks like they brought it over here. I'm assuming that's it. I'm not positive. Yep, that's it. Anyway, and then wired it up over here somewhere. I don't know exactly what they did. But what they should have done was drilled a small hole through here, because we already have some holes in here. If I ever decide I want to fix this or replace this part, I know I can fix these little holes, and a hole that would be big enough for that to go through. And just brought that right through there, instead of tearing up this piece right here and then jamming it up in there and then throwing some screws up in there. I'm pretty pissed. So anyway, thought I'd give you this little look-see, so that if you have work done, and I didn't notice it, it was covered up by the thing here. This is kind of where the monitor is, so I didn't see any of that, and I didn't look at it from the other side. So unfortunately, there's probably nothing I can do, but I'm gonna go talk to him and see. Well, I ended up going back to the store and talking to one of the managers there, and they gave me the price back for the part that I bought. I showed them the receipt. I said, look, I've already bought the part. I don't want you guys touching my truck, but I would appreciate if you paid me back for the part. And at least I'm not losing money, and I'm gaining a video, I guess. This kind of was my attitude about it. And the guy was pretty nice. It took a little while for them to just, you know, do their thing. I don't know. See, it seemed like he was waiting for me to leave for a while, but when he realized I wasn't, he took care of me. And actually, he wrote me, actually came out with cash, so I don't know how legit this was. But anyway, he came out and he paid me all of what my part cost, plus a little bit more for my troubles. I'm not going to say exactly what the prices and everything were. Oh, you know what the price of the part is, because I think I might have put that in if I can find it. I'll go ahead and put the price of the part. But he didn't really pay me a lot more, but he gave me enough extra. So regardless, I got the part and it's time to put it in. Now, here's the thing. I got to looking, and I don't really have a very good video on taking this piece off here, and quite honestly, it is super simple. The hardest part is probably taking this off, which I do have some videos of in my playlist for this truck, which is a 98 GMC / Chevy is the playlist. Go check out some of those. And I do kind of talk about taking this off, but I'll go ahead and talk about it again. So over here, there's a screw right underneath the e-brake lever there that you would pull out. I'm not sure what sizes. You'll have to figure that out on your own. And then I think they're 8mm, but I could be wrong. Okay, so that one's there. The next one is right here. I really don't know where these two holes came from. I'm kind of wondering if they drilled holes in my dash for some reason for putting those wires through, but they're not there. So I do not believe, I'm gonna have to look at some old videos, but those holes weren't there before, so I don't know what that's about. I don't think those were there. We'll see. I could just be being paranoid because I'm irritated, but regardless, like I said, they took care of me enough. Then shouldn't have two holes here, so you got the one here, another one right here, then this is for my brake here, and then another one right here. And then on that, the back of it here are clips that correspond to these holes that look like that and that all the way down the line. So once you unbolt it, you just pop it off. It really is super simple to get off, but to do this you will have to pop that off. So here's the piece right here that got broke. This is where this is coming through at. I need to pull these screws out of here that wouldn't be in yours. And then I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to actually have to probably break or cut this piece to get this to go up through here where they should have put it. Regardless, the first thing I'm going to do is actually undo these screws. You don't need to watch that because you won't have them yet again. And normally yours wouldn't be flopping around like this. They just completely just broke this thing all the way out. Normally, right here and here, there are some clips. So we got these clips, and right here I'm just using my Leatherman. It actually has the little screwdriver or whatever that works pretty good, and they got an actual spot right here, and there's another one on the top of this one right here to kind of put a little screwdriver and pry out on them. Be fairly careful because they will go flying like that one did. Mine, like I said, came with a couple, or came with all four actually, and so I'm not too worried if I break one or one goes flying. But the one I was about to say, the one that I did get with it went flying across the room, one of them. So they don't, I don't think, need to come all the way out. They just need to pop out until they kind of stop. I think I did just break that one. But we got to pull that open, and then right here there's a little thing you pull down. That pulls that off of there, or out of there. And there's another two of those. You have to open your jock box. And there's another two clips over here that we're going to try and be careful and pop out. Normally this would come out like that, and you would unplug them back here. but since mine's already out, I'm just going to unplug mine. I'm actually going to use a screwdriver here that's pretty easy to unplug. I'll show you the back of the plugs once I get this off. It'll be easier to show you. So around here, there's a lip on all these right here, and that lip, there's little tangs that these just pop over. So it was pretty simple to do. Watch, I don't think it really matters what one goes to what, because they're all just basically cigarette lighter or 12-volt sockets. But it actually is marked center for this one, so the other two are probably the same. Now there's also a light right here that appears to, right there, there's a little hole that this little clip right here clips into, and it just clips right down in there. So now, we got those plugged in there, and we pop that on there. So I'm going to go get myself some more slack. I'm going to stick that back in. Quite honestly, it's just a matter of popping that in, popping all of the clips into their corresponding areas. Now, there is one other thing. The ashtray, at least with mine, did not come with it. So luckily my ashtray was still in good shape, and I was able to use that part. And it is the same color, which made me very happy. Alright, well, I got her all in. I got this coming out with plenty of slack out of there. All these things appear to work. I have actually not tested them. I did keep the old one because it's better than nothing, but mainly because if the power ports on this one don't work, then I can get back in there and replace those. Alright, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there is a little light right here, but it's not working on there, and it doesn't appear that the cigarette lighter is working. But when I go in here, the little light comes on, and same with on the other side. So I don't know if that cigarette lighter one is working or not. I don't smoke, so I don't care. I never put one in there, but it would be nice to be able to use the extra plug if I needed to. But quite honestly, I'm tired of messing with this, and I don't feel like it. So right now, I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I got to get this back together because I need my truck today, so I don't want to try and diagnose things and figure things out right now. Thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master of none. You all have a good one.